Alright, looks like it works. Now we have to take care of the functional part of this build. To do that, we need to pass a shaft all the way around so that it can reach the rope and pulley. Alright, now I just have to get the shaft through this horizontal passageway and then up through a vertical one. Once that's done, we can test out the rope and pulley. Let's watch the rope and pulley in action and compare that to the mechanical side of things. We can see how the pistons retract to allow the water to flow onto the water wheels. Now that this works, the next step is to add water to the outside part to make the large water wheel look functional. I'll start by building out the dimensions using planks, and then I'll cut away the parts where the water will be. I'll also add the pistons that will control how the water flows so it matches the direction that the water wheel is turning. I placed some trapdoors to act as the bottom of the top part, but I noticed the water wasn't flowing. The reason being that they were slightly too high, and even though they were being waterlogged, they wouldn't let the water flow. There's Minecraft physics for you. I had to remove them and place them slightly lower. To do this, I placed some more planks and attached them to the bottom. Now I'm making a trough for the water to flow through, as though we're being fed by a spring within the mountain. I also added some decoration here to make it look like they built into the mountain to get the water inside. This part is a walkway that connects the mountain to the control shack. I'm building it similar to the water trough, but with a slab floor instead of trapdoors. I'll add the redstone receivers to these pistons up here. Once that's done, the technical part of this build will be complete. Now I just have to hide the redstone receivers and test it out to make sure it works. You might have noticed that the water looks like it's falling through the water wheel. That's because it's in assembled contraptions and fluids are able to go through those. I'll sneak in a few trapdoors down here to make the water look like it's flowing over the water wheel instead of through it. I'll do the same thing to the other side. As I continued to work on the mine shaft, I started digging down. It then occurred to me that I could use the hoist to drill the hole for me. Even though this isn't what I originally intended the hoist to be used for, I figured it would be a fun way to put it to use. I added some mechanical drills, glued everything together, and started lowering the hoist. I stopped it soon after because I wanted to add some chests. This allows the contraption to collect everything that it drills, and it lets me see how much stuff I can get for drilling a hole like this. Spoiler alert, it isn't that much. Anyway, here's what a hoist lowering drills into the ground looks like. Once the hole was dug, I didn't need the drills anymore, so I removed them and started working on the platform. The idea is that workers in the mine load the platform with ore and then a minecart can come and collect the goods. If you wanted to, you could connect an iron generator to this and have the hoist bring it up at regular intervals. I wasn't sure how I wanted the base of the platform to look, so I tried a few different ways. I finally settled on using some upside down stairs, and I did something similar for the roof. As I was building this, it suddenly occurred to me that I didn't know if I could move minecart rails without breaking them. I did a quick test, and luckily it turns out that you can move rails with Create Mod. Now I needed to set up a powered rail and a button so that I could launch the minecart once it was full. Launching in 3, 2, 1.